So hello everyone, let us continue our discussions on relations and functions. In the last class I have started the part relation. I have discussed all the basic things about relations. Now there are few important points which I want to discuss now. Few important points to be remembered. ये सब points जानना जरूरी है. 1 mark का क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. सब सब्जेक्टिव ऑब्जेक्टिव दोनों के लिए चाहिए ये सब. Okay, the first thing is inverse of a relation. You know the meaning of relation, the definition of relation. In the last class I have given, I have explained with one example. So now inverse of a relation. What is inverse of a relation? If R is a relation, from a set A to a set B, if R is a relation from set A to set B, then relation R inverse from set B to set A is defined as R inverse is equal to y comma x. You can check the ordered pair y comma x such that y belongs to B, x belongs to A and x comma y belongs to R. Yes, देखो यहाँ पे R रिलेशन है फ्रॉम सेट A टू सेट B, तो इसीलिए तो x comma y belongs to R है in case of relation. Whereas in case of inverse of a relation, R inverse is a relation from set B to set A. Just you have to interchange the position. मतलब set A to set B in case of relation R. Whereas in case of inverse of a relation, it will be from set B to set A. And since y is the element of set B, so that's why y will come first and then only x. Okay? So this is the definition of inverse of a relation. Now from this definition, clearly we can say that the domain of R inverse, here which one is the domain? The domain of R inverse is y. So the domain of R inverse is equal to the range of R. Yes, range of R. होगा ही, क्योंकि अगर इंटरचेंज होगा तो एक्स वाई कोऑर्डिनेट, ऑफ कोर्स डोमेन और रेंज भी तो इंटरचेंज होगा. सो ये बात याद रखना है. द डोमेन ऑफ आर इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू रेंज ऑफ आर एंड द रेंज ऑफ आर इनवर्स इज एक्स which is equal to the domain of R. Range of R inverse is equal to domain of R. So this is all about the inverse of a relation. So if R is a relation from set A to set B, then R inverse is defined as from set B to set A. That is R inverse is equal to curly bracket y comma x such that y belongs to B, comma x belongs to set A, comma x comma y belongs to R. Okay? Next will come one of the most important part, congruence modulo n. चलो ये तो एक नया पॉइंट है, नया वर्ड है congruence modulo n. क्या है एक्चुअली? Congruence modulo n एक्चुअली होता है क्या? ये जो n है क्या है ये n? Let n be any fixed integer. This n, say it is a fixed integer. Okay? Let n be any fixed integer. Then the two integers, say a and b, the two integers, say small letter a and small letter b, are said to be congruence modulo n. The two integers a and b are said to be congruence modulo n if a minus b is divisible by n. Okay? If a minus b is divisible by n. Now the question is, a and b are what? A and b are two integers. What is this n? Congruence modulo n जो है, that n is what? It is a fixed integer. Okay? Means here n, a, b all are integer only, but n is a fixed integer. Now ये जो congruence है इसको तो कैसे डिनोट किया जाता है वो भी दिखाना है. It is written as this symbol, a congruence modulo b n, mod of n. Mod modulo का short form है mod of n. It is denoted by this symbol. It is denoted by this symbol. Now see one example. Definition से clear नहीं होने से भी I have written one example also. Say a is equal to 16, which is an integer. B is equal to 4. This is also an integer. So 16 congruence modulo 4 mod n mod 2. यहाँ पे क्या लिखा मैं? 16 congruence modulo 4. What does it mean? Which means 16 minus 4 must be divisible by n. यही होना चाहिए. Yes, we know because 16 minus 4 is equal to 12 and 12 is divisible by 2 or not. इसलिए तो लिखा modulo 2. N is a fixed integer. This n is nothing but this modulo n only. Okay? So this is an example of congruence modulo. Once again I am repeating, this n is a fixed integer. Then the two integers a and b, the two integers small letter a and b are said to be congruence modulo n. The two integers a and b are said to be congruence modulo n if a minus b is divisible by n. Since 16 minus 4 is equal to 12, which is divisible by 2, which can be written as 16 triple dash equal 4 modulo 2. Okay? So this is congruence modulo n. The next will come total number of relations. कैसे find out किया जाता है? Total number of relations कैसे find out किया जाता है? There is one shortcut formula. Suppose A and B two non-empty sets. Capital letter A and B are two non-empty sets. Then let n of A is equal to m. N of A, what does it mean? N of A means number of elements in set A. Number of elements in set A is equal to m. Number of elements in set B is equal to suppose n. Then the total number of relations from A to B. The total number of relations from A to B is 2 to the power m into n. This is the shortcut formula. 1 mark का question आ सकता है. Okay? If n of A is equal to m means number of elements in set A is equal to m. N of B is equal to n means number of elements in set B is equal to n. Then the total number of relations from A to B is 2 to the power mn. Total number of relations अगर find out करने के लिए देगा तो you can apply this formula 2 to the power m into n. Okay? M is what? It's the number of elements present in set A. What is n? Number of elements present in set B. Okay? Then next will come equivalence relation. In the last class I have discussed the types of relations. Yes, क्या क्या discuss किया था? Like empty relation, universal relation, reflexive relation, symmetric relation and transitive relation. Now what is equivalence relation? A relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive is called an equivalence relation. Once again I am repeating, equivalence relation is what? A relation which is reflexive, symmetric as well as transitive. अगर एक relation में तीनों condition ही satisfy करेगा तो what are the three conditions? Reflexive, symmetric and transitive. If all the three conditions will satisfy, then only we can say that the given relation is an equivalence relation. तीनों में से अगर एक भी relation satisfy नहीं किया तो then this is not an equivalence relation. Okay? So equivalence relation होने के लिए तीनों condition ही satisfy करना है. What are the three conditions? Reflexive, symmetric and transitive. So in the last class I have discussed all the three types of relations, right? So this is all about equivalence relation. I will give one example. Numerical discuss करके मैं example दूंगा. Next, the last part is equivalence class. After equivalence relation, next will come equivalence class. तो equivalence class से भी कभी कभी क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. आया था इस बोर्ड में भी. ठीक है, इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन के साथ लास्ट में एक इक्विवेलेंस क्लास का क्वेश्चन ऐड कर देता है, लाइक 3+1 4 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन. इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन में 3 मार्क्स और इक्विवेलेंस क्लास का एक 1 मार्क का क्वेश्चन 4 मार्क्स हो जाता है. ठीक है, तो कैसा इक्विवेलेंस क्लास एक्चुअली है क्या? सपोज आर बी एन इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन. सपोज कैपिटल लेटर आर बी एन इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन ऑन सेट ए. आर बी एन इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन ऑन सेट कैपिटल लेटर ए. And let small letter a belongs to A. What does it mean? Means small letter a is the element of set A. Yes? Small letter a is the element of set A. Then the set of all those elements. Listen carefully the second line. Then the set of all those elements of A of capital letter A which are related to small letter A, which are related to small letter A is called the equivalence class determined by A. I will give one example, तो फिर और ज्यादा ठीक से क्लियर हो जाएगा, but still you should know the definition first of all. ठीक है, so equivalence class के लिए क्या होना चाहिए? Suppose there is one set, let small letter A belongs to capital letter A, which means small letter A is the element of set A. Then the set of all those elements, see equivalence class is also a set, इसीलिए यहाँ पे भी वो word use किया गया है set. Then the set of all those elements of A का और दूसरा जो elements होगा capital letter A का जो दूसरा elements होगा apart from small letter A, the set of all those elements, which means apart from small letter A, the remaining elements, okay, the set of all those elements of A which are related to small letter A, जो small letter A के साथ connected होगा, pair up रहेगा, small letter A के साथ जो pair up होके रहेगा, कैपिटल लेटर A का जो अदर एलिमेंट्स होगा वो सब एलिमेंट्स में जो एलिमेंट्स स्मॉल लेटर A के साथ पेयर अप होके रहेगा, that is called equivalence class determined by small letter A and it is denoted by this symbol box of A, जैसे हम लोग ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन में जैसे डिनोट किए थे box of A और A bar. Okay, equivalence class of A is denoted by box of A और A bar. ठीक है, now these are the important parts. अभी यहां से कभी कभी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन भी आ सकता है, लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन ज्यादातर चांस कम है. अगर लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन मीन्स लाइक 3 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन आ सकता है फ्रॉम इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन. इक्विवेलेंस रिलेशन के साथ एक इक्विवेलेंस क्लास का क्वेश्चन ऐड कर देगा तो 3 + 1 4 मार्क्स हो जाएगा. टोटल नंबर ऑफ रिलेशन का क्वेश्चन अगर पूछेगा तो 1 मार्क. इनवर्स ऑफ ए रिलेशन भी जानना जरूरी है. ठीक है, एंड देन कॉन्ग्रुएंस मोडुलो एन, दिस इज ऑल्सो वन इंपॉर्टेंट पार्ट. यहां से भी शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन लाइक 1 मार्क और 2 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन आ सकता है. ठीक है, नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू डिस्कस सम न्यूमेरिकल्स रिलेटेड टू ऑल द पॉइंट्स. In the last class also I have discussed the definitions, the types of relations, लेकिन numerical discuss नहीं किया. Now I am going to discuss some relations. So the first question, relation R in the set A equal to 1, 2, 3 up to 14 defined as R is equal to x comma y such that 3x minus y is equal to 0. Defined as R is equal to x comma y such that 3x minus y is equal to 0. This is one definition of the relation. Determine whether the following relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive or not. Okay, you have to check, you have to verify whether the relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive or not. Okay, तो इसके लिए देखो, whether the given relation is reflexive or symmetric or transitive or not, first of all you have to find out the ordered pairs. Relation का जो definition है वो क्या है? Suppose A and B are two non-empty sets, then a relation R from set A to set B is the Cartesian product of the subset of A cross B. Yes, so R is the subset of A cross B, which means A क्रॉस B मतलब कार्टेशियन प्रोडक्ट है. मतलब जब सॉल्व करेंगे A और B का वैल्यू, क्रॉस प्रोडक्ट जब फाइंड आउट करेंगे तो क्या मिलेगा? सब ऑर्डर्ड पेयर मिलेगा. तो वो ऑर्डर्ड पेयर भी तो रिलेशन में होना चाहिए ना. तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल यू हैव टू फाइंड द ऑर्डर्ड पेयर्स. नाउ हाउ कैन वी फाइंड? इन द लास्ट क्लास ऑल्सो आई टोल्ड दैट जो रिलेशन का ऑर्डर्ड पेयर होगा वो डेफिनेशन से ही पता चलेगा. दैट मीन्स वन पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन और डेफिनेशन विल बी गिवन इन द क्वेश्चन. By using that condition only we can find the ordered pairs. Once again I am repeating the question. R is equal to x comma y such that 3x minus y is equal to 0 is given. Where A is equal to, यहाँ पे जो x और y है ना, these x and y are nothing but the elements of set A. Okay, this small letter x and y are nothing but the elements of set A. Now in set A how many elements are there? Total 14 elements are there from 1 to 14. Yes. So you have to determine whether the following relation, whether this relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive or not. ठीक है, तो इसके लिए पहले ऑर्डर्ड पेयर पता होना चाहिए. तो ऑर्डर्ड पेयर कैसे निकालना है? वन इक्वेशन इज गिवन ना, वन कंडीशन इज गिवन. सो बाय यूजिंग दिस कंडीशन ओनली we can find the ordered pair. Solution number 1. Since here 3x minus y is equal to 0, which means 3x is equal to y also we can write. मैं क्या बोला था? x and y are what? These are the elements of set A. Small letter x and y are the elements of set A. अभी set A में जितना elements है, you can put only those elements. You cannot put like 15, 17, 18, 19 because set A में है total 14 elements serially 1 to 14 है. So you can put from 1 to 14 only. Okay, 14 से ज्यादा put नहीं कर सकते. So let us check. If I put x equal to 1, since x and y both belongs to set A and the first element of set A is 1, so you can put the value of x equal to 1. So if I put x is equal to 1, if I put x is equal to 1, then what will be the value of y? It will be 3. 3 into 1 is 3. So it means the first pair, first ordered pair is 1, 3. Means x coordinate 1, y coordinate 3 मिलेगा. After 1, the next element is 2. So let us put now x equal to 2. So now if I put x is equal to 2, y will be 6. So 2, 6. Next if I put x is equal to 3, it will be 3, 9. Next if I put x is equal to 4, it will be 12. Now after 4, if I put x is equal to 5, if I put x is equal to 5 here, the value of y will be 15. But 15 does not belongs to this set. इसीलिए मैं बोला था, check carefully. Okay, since x and y both belongs to set A, मतलब x और y जो elements होगा सब set A में ही है. तो set A का तो maximum value 14 है. Now the question is, if I put x equal to 5 here, we'll get y is equal to 15. But 15 does not belongs to this set, right? So that's why we cannot put x is equal to 15. ठीक है? X is equal to 5. Sorry, we cannot put x is equal to 5. If I put x is equal to 5, we will get y is equal to 15. But 15 does not belongs to this set. तो अगर x equal to 5 ही valid नहीं होगा तो 6, 7, 8 पुट करके कोई फायदा नहीं है, क्योंकि तो नंबर और ज्यादा बड़ा होता जाएगा. Okay? So maximum we can put x equal to 4. So these are the possible ordered pairs. Whenever you have to find the domain, range, codomain from any relation, or you have to verify whether the relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive or not, try to find the ordered pairs if it is possible. Okay, so these are the possible ordered pairs. Now from these ordered pairs, we can check whether the relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive or not. So for reflexivity, now अभी तो मैं चेक करूंगा कि रिफ्लेक्सिव है कि नहीं. तो रिफ्लेक्सिव है कि नहीं वो चेक करने के लिए तो पहले रिफ्लेक्सिव का कंडीशन पता होना चाहिए. व्हाट इज द कंडीशन ऑफ रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन? मैं बोला था रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन में क्या होता है, इमेज और प्री इमेज सेम होता है, रिफ्लेक्ट होता है. लाइक रिफ्लेक्सिव रिलेशन का कंडीशन है a मस्ट बी बिलोंग्स टू R, वेयर स्मॉल लेटर a बिलोंग्स टू सेट A. यस और नॉट? ये है रिफ्लेक्सिविटी का कंडीशन. इमेज और प्री इमेज सेम होना चाहिए. तो यहाँ पे जो एलिमेंट्स है सेट ए में, फर्स्ट एलिमेंट ऑफ सेट ए इज व्हाट 1. वेदर 1, 1 इज देयर इन दिस ऑर्डर्ड पेयर? नो, 1, 1 तो होना चाहिए था, नहीं है. सेकेंड एलिमेंट ऑफ सेट ए इज 2. वेदर 2, 2 इज देयर इन दिस एलिमेंट इन दिस ऑर्डर्ड पेयर? नो. सो 2 भी नहीं है, 3 भी नहीं है. सो देयरफॉर सिंस 1, 1 does not belongs to this relation, therefore we can say that the given relation R is not reflexive. The given relation R is not reflexive. Like this you have to check whether the relation is reflexive or not. इसीलिए तो definition पता होना चाहिए. If you don't know the definition, then how can we check, right? Okay. Similarly, now for symmetricity. So for symmetricity means symmetric relation के लिए condition क्या था? If a comma b belongs to R, if a comma b belongs to R, which implies b comma a must be belongs to R. Yes, if a comma b belongs to R, which implies b comma a must be belongs to R. Okay. यहाँ पे जितना ordered pairs है, किसी में भी क्या ऐसा a comma b, b comma a ordered pairs मिला. Like here 1,3 is there, but whether 3,1 is there in this ordered pair? No. 2,6 is there. 6,2 possible है क्या इसमें? नहीं है. जो नहीं है वो चेक करना है. 3,9 है, 9,3 तो नहीं है. 4,12 है लेकिन 12,4 नहीं है. Again, since 1,3 belongs to R, but 3,1 does not belongs to R. Therefore, R is not symmetric. R is not symmetric. Okay? So this is the condition. Next, you have to check transitivity. तो transitive relation के लिए क्या definition था? If A, B belongs to R, B, C belongs to R, which implies A, C must be belongs to R. If A, C is there in this relation, then only we can say that the given relation is transitive. Okay? A, B और B, C तो relation में होगा ही. अगर A, C भी है तो वो relation में, then only we can say that the given relation is transitive, otherwise not. So check whether the relation is transitive or not. Check the ordered pair. Find out the two ordered pairs which are there in this relation. Like A, B, B, C. ऐसा कौन सा ordered pair है? You can take these two. Yes, 1,3, 3,9. So since 1,3 belongs to R, 3,9 is also belongs to R, but A, B, this is A, this one is B, this is B, this is C. But A, C means 1,9 है क्या इस पेयर में? नहीं है. So but 1,9 does not belongs to this relation. Now since 1,9 does not belongs to this relation, therefore R is not transitive. Therefore R is not transitive. Like this you have to check whether the given relation is reflexive, symmetric or transitive or not. Okay, so for this you have to understand the definitions, the conditions. वो conditions याद रखना पड़ेगा. Reflexivity के लिए condition क्या है, transitivity के लिए condition क्या है, symmetricity के लिए condition क्या है. तो यहां से क्या पता चलता है कि the given relation is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. Okay, so this is the solution of the first question. Now let us take the next question, second question. Here the second question is, show that the relation R in the set R of real numbers. See, both the R's are not same. First R is a relation. First capital letter R represent relation, whereas the second capital letter R represent real numbers, set of real numbers. Okay, जैसे यहाँ पे नेचुरल नंबर या होल नंबर कुछ दिया रहता है, तो यहाँ पे दिया गया है रियल नंबर्स. R is the relation in the set R of real numbers defined as R is equal to, see, हर एक इक्वेशन में रिलेशन का डेफिनेशन दिया ही रहेगा. अगर डेफिनेशन ही दिया नहीं रहेगा तो कैसे ऑर्डर्ड पेयर फाइंड आउट करेंगे. सो हियर आल्सो वन ऑर्डर्ड पेयर, दैट इज डेफिनेशन इज गिवन. R is equal to A, B such that A less than or equal to B square. Okay, in the first question here it is given 3x minus y equal to 0. यहाँ पे दिया गया है A less than equal to B square. Now these A and B are what? These A and B are nothing but the elements of set R. जैसे यहाँ पे x, y था, this x, y are what? These are the elements of set A. Similarly, A, B are the elements of the real number, set of the real numbers. ठीक है? Is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. Show that. You have to show that the given relation is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. तो इसके लिए देखो, ये और लास्ट क्वेश्चन में डिफरेंस क्या है. तो ये क्वेश्चन में, फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में डिटरमाइन करना था कि रिफ्लेक्सिव, सिमेट्रिक, ट्रांजिटिव है या नहीं है. इसमें ऑलरेडी बोल दिया कि यू हैव टू प्रूव. सेकेंड क्वेश्चन में बोला गया है यू हैव टू शो दैट द रिलेशन इज नाइदर रिफ्लेक्सिव नॉर सिमेट्रिक नॉर ट्रांजिटिव. तो इसके लिए हम लोगों को ऐसा एलिमेंट्स, मतलब एग्जाम्पल लेके प्रूव करना है. तो ऐसा एलिमेंट्स लेना पड़ेगा जो रिफ्लेक्सिव भी सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा, सिमेट्रिक भी सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा, ट्रांजिटिविटी भी सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा. सो वो एलिमेंट्स थोड़ा ठीक से लेना पड़ेगा. एग्जाम्पल, एलिमेंट्स मीन्स इन द सेंस यार एग्जाम्पल. You have to take examples. You have to take example. By using example only you can prove the relation is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. तो वो elements जो है, वो example जो है ठीक से लेना पड़ेगा, जो कि कुछ भी satisfy नहीं करेगा. Like reflexive भी नहीं है, symmetric भी नहीं है, transitive भी नहीं है. ठीक है. So अगर reflexive नहीं होगा तो reflexive होने के लिए condition क्या है? A, must be belongs to R. Yes. A, where A belongs to set A. लेकिन यहाँ पे क्या लिखना पड़ेगा? A belongs to set R. Yes, it's a set of real numbers बोला गया है. So take one element in such a way that it will not satisfy the given condition. So let A is equal to 1/2. ये मैं reflexivity चेक कर रहा हूँ. ठीक है, reflexivity for reflexive relation. For reflexive relation, let A is equal to 1/2. For reflexivity we need only one element. Yes, for symmetricity we need two elements, and for transitivity we need three elements. Yes or not? So let us take A is equal to half. Now since the definition is here, R is equal to A, B such that A less than equal to B square. So for reflexivity, therefore for reflexivity we can write R is equal to A, such that A must be less than or equal to A square. यही होना चाहिए, क्योंकि रिफ्लेक्सिविटी में तो इमेज और प्री इमेज सेम होना चाहिए ना. तो यहाँ पे मैं B को रिप्लेस करना पड़ेगा A से. तो अगर B को A से रिप्लेस करूंगा तो दैट मीन्स हियर आल्सो यू हैव टू रिप्लेस दिस B बाय A. तो मतलब अगर ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई करेगा तो ये रिफ्लेक्सिव होगा. लेकिन हम लोगों को प्रूफ करना है कि रिफ्लेक्सिव नहीं है बोल के, नाइदर रिफ्लेक्सिव बोला गया है. तो इसीलिए मैं क्या किया, क्या लिया? A का वैल्यू A is equal to half. Now whether half is a real number or not, yes, you have to take the number which is belongs to R only. Okay, let A is equal to half, which is a real number. Okay, now we know half is not less than or equal to half square. कभी भी नहीं होगा. A is half, A square will be half square. Now whether half is less than or equal to half square? Never. So half is not less than or equal to half square. And since half is not less than or equal to half square, therefore the given relation is not reflexive. The given relation is not reflexive. So in this way you have to consider the elements जो कि रिलेशन को सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा. क्वेश्चन में वही बोला गया, सेटिस्फाई नहीं करना है, ऐसा एलिमेंट लेना है कि जो रिलेशन को सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा. तो मैं इसीलिए A का वैल्यू हाफ लिया. सो हाफ is never less than or equal to half square. So that's why we can say that the given relation is not reflexive. Okay, so first part is clear. You have to check each and every part, reflexive, symmetric and then transitive. So ये हो गया reflexive का part. Like this you have to write. Okay, next now you have to show that it is not symmetric. It is not symmetric. तो symmetricity के लिए पहले कितना एलिमेंट चाहिए वो बोलना है. What is the condition of symmetricity? If A, B belongs to R, then which implies B, A must be belongs to R. Yes or not? So for this, for symmetric relation, let A is equal to 2 and B is equal to 9. As per the condition I am considering the elements. Okay, ऐसा मत सोचो कि यही elements ही fixed है. No, you can take any other elements also, so that the given relation is not symmetric. Okay, so let A equal to 2 and B is equal to 9. Now as per the definition of relation, according to this condition, since R is equal to A, B such that A less than or equal to B square, which means 2 is always less than or equal to 9 square. Yes or not? 2 less than or equal to 9 square होगा. But whether 9 is less than or equal to 2 square? No, 9 is not less than or equal to 2 square. So therefore, since 2, 9 belongs to R, 2 and 9 both are real numbers, and since 2, 9 belongs to this relation, but 9 comma 2 does not belongs to this relation. Therefore, the given relation is not symmetric. The given relation is not symmetric. Like this you have to prove. Okay, I am considering here a is equal to 2 and b is equal to 9, but before that you should know the definition of symmetric. If a comma b belongs to R, then b comma a must be belongs to R. यहाँ पे 2 comma 9 belongs to R है, satisfy करेगा because 2 less than or equal to 9 square होता है. But 9 comma 2 does not belongs to R according to this condition, because 9 does not 9 not less than or equal to 2 square, because 2 square का वैल्यू होता है 4. तो 9 तो 4 से छोटा नहीं होता है ना. Okay, so therefore the given relation is not symmetric. Okay, so this is the second part. Now the last part is transitivity. ठीक है. So transitivity के लिए भी ऐसा एलिमेंट्स लेना पड़ेगा जो सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा ये रिलेशन को. ऐसा एलिमेंट्स चूज करना है. So now for transitivity, whether half comma minus 4 belongs to this relation according to this definition. If I take half comma minus 4 belongs to this relation, which means half is always less than or equal to minus 4 whole square. Yes or not? Half हमेशा 16 से छोटा होगा. Yes. And minus 4 comma half belongs to R. Can I take? That is minus 4 is always less than or equal to 1 by 2 square. होगा ही. Minus 4 is always less than or equal to 1 by 2 square. Means यहाँ पे मैं क्या दिखा रहा हूँ? मैं पहले डेफिनेशन लिख देता हूँ ट्रांजिटिविटी का. इफ ए कॉमा बी बिलोंग्स टू आर, कॉमा बी कॉमा सी बिलोंग्स टू आर, देन ए कॉमा सी मस्ट बी बिलोंग्स टू आर होना चाहिए. तो मैं यहाँ पे क्या क्या लिया एलिमेंट्स? ए बी बी सी. ओके, a इक्वल टू हाफ, b इक्वल टू माइनस 4, b इक्वल टू माइनस 4, c इक्वल टू हाफ. मतलब यहाँ पे मैं a और c दोनों का ही वैल्यू हाफ लिया. सो ऐसे भी ले सकते हैं एग्जाम्पल. सो एग्जाम्पल जैसे लेना है सो दैट इट विल सेटिस्फाई दिस कंडीशन. ठीक है. सो हाफ इज ऑलवेज लेस देन और इक्वल टू माइनस 4 होगा ही. माइनस 4 इज ऑलवेज लेस देन और इक्वल टू हाफ स्क्वायर. बट a कॉमा c बिलोंग्स टू आर होगा क्या? बट हाफ कॉमा हाफ does not belongs to the relation. ऑलरेडी रिफ्लेक्सिविटी में प्रूफ किया था कि हाफ इज नेवर लेस देन और इक्वल टू हाफ स्क्वायर. सो वो रिफ्लेक्सिविटी से ही तो पता चल जाता है. इसीलिए तो मैं लिख दिया यहाँ पे बट हाफ कॉमा हाफ नॉट बिलोंग्स टू द रिलेशन, बिकॉज ये कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा. अगर ये कंडीशन ही सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा तो देयरफॉर क्लियरली वी कैन से दैट द गिवन रिलेशन is not transitive. The given relation is not transitive. You have to show that the relation is neither reflexive nor symmetric nor transitive. So elements लेके example लेके proof कर सकते हैं हम लोग. Okay? So you have to take the example in such a way that it will not satisfy the condition. Not satisfy क्यों बोल रहा हूँ? क्योंकि यहाँ पे तो वही बोला नेगेटिव, मतलब neither reflexive दिखाना है, not symmetric, not transitive. ठीक है. So these are the examples. Some more examples I will discuss now. So the next question number 3. See, show that the relation R in the set A is equal to x belongs to z. Z is an integer. Okay, x belongs to z means x is the element of set z. Z is what? Integer. Comma 0 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 12. Given by R is equal to a comma b. Given by R is equal to a comma b such that mod of a minus b is a multiple of 4. Okay, mod of a minus b is a multiple of 4. यहाँ पे जो डेफिनेशन दिया गया है, by using this definition is an equivalence relation. Okay, by using this definition you have to show that the given relation, this relation is an equivalence relation. You have to show that the relation is an equivalence relation. And also, one question I am adding with this, find the equivalence class, of 1, box of 1. Find the equivalence class. क्योंकि मैं equivalence class का definition दिया था लेकिन example नहीं दिया, so along with this, that's why I have given one more question, that is find the equivalence class of 1. मैं बोला था equivalence relation के साथ ही एक छोटा सा equivalence class का question add कर सकता है, like 3 plus 1 4 marks question or 2 plus 1 3 marks question, like this. Okay, so first of all you have to show that the relation is an equivalence. And what is the definition of equivalence relation? A relation which is reflexive, symmetric and transitive is called an equivalence relation. मतलब एक relation को equivalence relation prove करने के लिए reflexive check करना पड़ेगा, whether it is reflexive or not. Reflexive भी होना चाहिए, symmetric भी होना चाहिए, transitive भी होना चाहिए. अगर 3 condition ही satisfy करेगा तो then only we can say that the relation is reflexive, that is equivalence. Okay, otherwise not. Okay, so solution. Since here a is equal to, it is given x belongs to z such that 0 less than equal to x less than equal to 12. 0 से 12 तक लिख सकते हैं a का वैल्यू, राइट? a का वैल्यू 0 से 12 तक लिख सकते हैं. Okay, now from this definition means the relation. Okay, a comma b such that mod of a minus b is divisible, is a multiple of 4. By using this definition, now you have to find the possible ordered pairs. Okay, if you don't know the ordered pairs, then how can we check that whether it is reflexive, symmetric and transitive or not? So R is equal to, what is the first element of set A? First element is 0. The first element is 0. So can I write 0 comma 0? Because 0 mod of 0 minus 0 is 0 and 0 is a multiple of multiple of 4. Yes or not? तो starting value से check करना है, direct 4, 8, 12 से नहीं. जो स्टार्टिंग वैल्यू है वहां से चेक करना है. अगर पॉसिबल नहीं है तो मतलब अगर सेटिस्फाई नहीं करेगा तो देन यू कैन प्रोसीड. ओके, तो अगर स्टार्टिंग वैल्यू सेटिस्फाई करेगा तो स्टार्टिंग वैल्यू से चेक करना. सो द फर्स्ट वैल्यू ऑफ सेट ए इज 0, सो दैट्स व्हाई वी कैन राइट 0 minus 0 व्हिच इज अ मल्टीपल ऑफ 4. सो आफ्टर 0 नेक्स्ट 0 के साथ और क्या पेयर अप हो सकता है? 0,4 हो सकता है. यस, बिकॉज 0 minus 4, I have not written 0,1 or 0,2 or 0,3 क्योंकि 0,1 means 0 minus 1 which is 1. 1 is not multiple of 4. 2 is not multiple of 4. 3 is not multiple of 4. That's why after 0,0 the next possible ordered pair will be 0,4. मतलब 0 के साथ मैं पहले कंटिन्यू करूंगा. 0 के साथ क्या क्या एलिमेंट्स पेयर अप कर सकते हैं according to this definition. Okay, so if I take the next pair 0,4, it will satisfy because 0 minus 4 is equal to 4. Mod is given, so that's why it will be plus 4 and 4 is a multiple of 4. Yes, after 0,4, next I can take 0,8. Yes, 0 minus 8 is 8, multiple of 4. Then 0,12. तो 0 के साथ ये एलिमेंट्स ही पेयर अप कर सकते हैं. क्या क्या? 0, 4, 1 and 12. After 0, the next element is 1. So 1 के साथ क्या क्या हो सकता है? The first one only, the first one will be 1,1 because 1 minus 1 0. तो 0 is a multiple of 4. जैसे 0 minus 0 0 हुआ था तो 1 minus 1 हो सकता है. तो 1 minus 1 अगर हो सकता है तो 1,5 हो सकता है because 1 minus 5 4. 1,9 हो सकता है. Yes, after 1,9 I don't think that 1 के साथ और कुछ पेयर अप हो सकता है. ठीक है, because 1,10 नहीं होगा, 1,11 नहीं होगा, 1,12 भी नहीं होगा. मल्टीपल ऑफ 4 भी होना चाहिए ना, वो देखना है मल्टीपल ऑफ 4 होता है कि नहीं. सो आफ्टर 1 द नेक्स्ट एलिमेंट इज 2. सो 2,2 इज पॉसिबल. देन 2,6, देन 2,6 मीन्स 4. 2,10 means 8. Yes, 8 is multiple of 4. Then 2,12, whether 2,12, no, 2,12 is also not possible. Then 3,3 is possible. Then 3,7, yes, 3,7, 3 minus 7, 4, 4 is a multiple of 4. Then 3,11, then 4,4, 4,8, 4,12. Next 5,5. Whether 5,10 is possible? No. 5,11, 5,11, 6, 5,6, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8, 3, 5, 9. Yes, 5, 9 is possible. 5,5 and 5,9 ये दोनों ही हो सकता है because 5,11 नहीं होगा, 5,12 भी नहीं होगा. Next with 6, 6,6 and then I think 6,12. With 7, 7,7. और उसके बाद तो नहीं हो सकता है. Then 8, 8,8, 9,9, 10,10, 11,11, 12,12. Six comma six, 6,6, then 6,0, 6,6 is not, 6,12 is not possible. I think 6,10 is possible. 6,10, that is 4. Yeah, then 7,7 after 7,7, 7,9, 7,11. 7,11 is also possible. 8,8, 8,12 is also possible. Okay, so these are the possible ordered pairs. थोड़ा time लगता है क्योंकि total 12 elements are there, so you have to check each and every element. ठीक है, so these are the possible ordered pairs. 0, 0, 0, 4, 0, 8, 0, 12, 1, 1, 1, 5, 1, 9, 2, 2, 2, 6, 2, 10, 3, 3, 3, 7, 3, 11, 4, 4, 4, 8, 4, 12, 5, 5, 5, 9, 6, 6, 6, 10, 7, 7, 7, 11, 8, 8, 8, 12, 9, 9, 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12. Okay. So these are the possible ordered pairs. Now since you have to show that the relation, the given relation is an equivalence relation. Now start from one by one. First of all you check reflexive or not. So for reflexivity क्या होना चाहिए? Image और pre-image same होना चाहिए. So यहाँ पे जो जो elements हैं, यहाँ पे set A में जो जो elements है, set A में क्या क्या elements है? From 0 to 12. और हर एक एलिमेंट्स का इमेज और प्री इमेज सेम ऐसा पेयर तो मिला, सबका मिला. यू कैन चेक यार. 0,0 इमेज प्री इमेज सेम, 1,1, 2,2, 3,3, 4,4, 5,5, 6,6, 7,7, 8,8, 9,9, 10,10, 11,11, 12,12. सो हर एक एलिमेंट्स का इमेज और प्री इमेज सेम ऑर्डर्ड पेयर मिल गया. दैट इज सिंस 1,1, 0,0, 12,12 belongs to this relation. Therefore, we can say that the given relation is reflexive. The given relation is reflexive. Okay? So, reflexive proof हो गया. अभी symmetric देखना है. Symmetric के लिए check any two ordered pair. Say 1,5, 1,5 है तो 5,1 भी होना चाहिए. 1,5 है तो 5,5, 5,1 भी possible है. Because 5 minus 1 is also 4. So 1,5 is there. A, B is there. B, A is also there. Yes or not? A, B is there. B, A is also there. 6,6 is there. I think 6,2 is also possible. 6,2, 6,10, 6,2 is also possible. Because 6 minus 2, 4 multiple. 6 minus 10, 4 multiple of 4. So here we can write, since 1,5 belongs to R and 5,1 is also belongs to R, therefore the given relation is symmetric. Okay, therefore the given relation is symmetric. तो ये symmetric भी होगा. And for transitivity, take any two pairs जिसका third pair भी इसमें है और होगा ही, because यहाँ पे दिखाना पड़ेगा ना, show that बोला गया है तो transitive भी दिखाना है. So take those two ordered pairs in such a way that the third one also will be there. So you can check here, if 3,7 is possible, then 7,3 is also possible, right? मैं यहाँ पे 7,3 नहीं लिखा, लेकिन since यार modular sign is there, अगर 3,7 possible होगा तो 7,3 भी possible है. So you can take any two pair. Like here, if I take 1, 5 and 5, 1, A, B, B, C, so 1, 1 is there, na? So since 1, 5 belongs to R and 5, 1 belongs to R, which implies A, C means 1, 1 is also belongs to R. This is A, this is B, this one is B, this one is C. So A, C is also belongs to R. Yes, 1, 1 तो है ना यहाँ पे. So that means we can say that the given relation is transitive. Okay? तो reflexive भी हो गया, symmetric भी हो गया, transitive भी हो गया. Like this you have to write down. Okay? First of all, write all the possible ordered pairs of the given relation, and then you write step by step for reflexivity, then symmetricity, and then transitivity. So after this now you have to write, since the given relation is reflexive, symmetric and transitive, therefore it is an equivalence relation. Over first part. Now the second part. Find the equivalence class of 1. So equivalence class of 1 पूछा गया. तो equivalence class का definition क्या था? Suppose R is an equivalence relation in a set A, capital letter A. Suppose R is an equivalence relation in a set, capital letter A, and if small letter A belongs to set A, small letter A मतलब ये सब elements set A में ही तो है ना. If small letter A belongs to set A, then the elements which are related to small letter A, the elements which are related, those elements which are related to small letter A are called equivalence class. The set of all those elements which are related to small letter A is called equivalence class determined by small letter A. तो यहाँ पे small letter A का वैल्यू क्या है? 1. तो 1 के साथ क्या क्या एलिमेंट्स रिलेटेड है, विच मीन्स 1 के साथ क्या क्या एलिमेंट्स पेयर अप हुआ है यहाँ पे ये रिलेशन में. यू हैव टू राइट डाउन दोज एलिमेंट्स ओनली. ओके, सो फ्रॉम दिस रिलेशन ओनली यू हैव टू राइट. सो द आंसर, सेकंड पार्ट का आंसर क्या होगा? तो फिर बॉक्स ऑफ 1 इज इक्वल टू, बॉक्स ऑफ 1 मीन्स 1 के साथ कौन सा एलिमेंट्स पेयर अप हुआ है. तो 1 के साथ 1 पेयर अप हुआ है, सो कर्ली ब्रैकेट 1, बिकॉज इक्विवेलेंस क्लास इज ऑल्सो ए सेट. डेफिनेशन में मैं बोला था सेट होता है. सो 1 के साथ 1 पेयर अप किया गया है, 1 के साथ 5 भी है, 1 के साथ 9 भी है, और कुछ है अपार्ट फ्रॉम 1, 5 एंड 9, 1 के साथ और कुछ नहीं है. सो दीज आर द पॉसिबल एलिमेंट्स. ओके, सो इक्विवेलेंस क्लास ऑफ 1 इज कर्ली ब्रैकेट 1, 5, 9. इसमें 1 मार्क और इसमें 3 मार्क्स, तो 3 + 1 4 मार्क्स का क्वेश्चन ऐसा आ सकता है. So whatever I have discussed regarding the relation yesterday and today, so सबका examples भी मैं दे दिया. So just you have to practice the numericals properly now. In the next class I will start function. Okay, so that's why you have to practice more and more relations part. Relation part clear होगा तो like domain, range, codomain क्या होता है, तो function भी ज्यादा टाइम नहीं लगेगा. ठीक है, so that's it for today. Thank you.